In our black belt level Google Forms video, I'm going to show you how to install an add-on, use that add-on, how to get notified when someone fills out your form, and how to take a look at your responses. To get started, I'm going to go up to my form, which is in my tabs at the top, and we're going to start off talking about responses. So far we've only been working in the questions tab. Now I'm going to switch over to my responses tab. You can see that I've already had 6 people fill out my form. Now I'm looking at a summary of my responses. So you can see here I'm on the summary. And so what it's going to tell me is some things that it thinks are important from each of my questions. And this first one is telling me insights from the quiz, because it was a quiz. So it's telling me the number of people that responded and how many points they earned. It will also tell me frequently missed questions and email addresses, because I asked it to collect the email address. For each question, it will show me a graph, chart, or text responses that the respondents filled out. So you can see here, I had 2 people say they liked the video and 1 person said, because I repeated the question. You can see my list of child names, how they prefer to communicate, all of these graphs. And it'll show the information in different ways. If I go back up to the top of my respondents list, I can also look at respondents by the individual response. So if I click individual, it will show me the form for the person that filled it out, and then it will tell me if the person got it correct or incorrect, and then it'll show me what they filled out. So this person's name was Daisy, they like email, they have a laptop, a Chromebook, so I can see it by individual also. Back up at the top, I can hit on these arrows and I can see the next respondents. So I can see the response number 2. Another way to view my responses is in a spreadsheet. If I click on this green button right here, because I've never clicked on it before, it'll say Create Spreadsheet. Once I create the spreadsheet, anytime I come back to the form and click on this green button, it will automatically open in a new tab the spreadsheet that goes with the form. So I'm going to go ahead and click Create Spreadsheet. And I have 2 options. I can create a new spreadsheet, and it automatically names it what my form is titled and then puts responses in parentheses. Or if I have a spreadsheet that's already created and I would just like to add a sheet inside that spreadsheet, I can do that. This is a great option if you're, say, have a unit of study and it has multiple quizzes in it that you want to gather all of those quizzes in one place. So you only have to keep opening one file to look at the progress of your students over time. I'm going to go ahead and create a new spreadsheet. When the spreadsheet opens, I can see the timestamp when each respondent took the quiz, and because I requested it to collect an email address, I can see, and I did that late in the form formation process, I can see the email address of the people that took it when I requested that. And then it'll show me the score of their quiz, and then for each question it shows me what they responded. Google will automatically send me an email notification that the form has been filled out, but I have to do that through the spreadsheet. So once I've opened the spreadsheet, if I go up to Tools and I go to Notification Rules, I can choose to have it anytime changes are made. So if I go in, or if I'm sharing the spreadsheet with other people and they make changes, I can get an email notification. Or I can have it done anytime a user submits a form. And then I can choose to get a daily digest, so that means that it will wait until the end of the day to send me all of the things that happened in my form, or I can get an email right away. And then when I click Save, it will tell me if the form is submitted, then send an email. and I can go in at any time and edit those rules. In this case, I'm going to search for an add-on that allows me to email notifications. So I'm just going to type in email. So I'm going to click on email notifications for forms because it'll allow me to send a customized email notification to my respondent, which is what I want to be able to do. So I'm going to click the free button to add it. And it comes up with a permissions email, which sometimes freaks people out because it does ask for things that are kind of scary, like view and manage your email. But you have to know that it is not going to go in willy-nilly into your email and look at everything. It's only going to go into things that are connected to the form. So it'll look at, it'll be able to send email from your address, or be able to look at emails that are connected to this form. You do have to go down to the bottom and click allow. Once it's added, it's going to highlight for you where you can find it. So if I click on this add-ons button and click on email notifications for forms, it gives me a bunch of choices. So I'm going to create an email notification. Now, this is the first time I've opened it. They're giving me a tutorial for how to use it. I don't want to watch that, so I'm going to click the X to make that go away. Okay, so now I need to tell who is sending these emails. And so I'm going to enter my name. And these are going to students, so I'm going to call myself by my teacher name. This is Frankina. I have my district email address in here. If I had collaborated on this form with other teachers, their emails would also show up. And then who should receive notifications. So I can send them to myself to tell me that somebody has taken the survey. And the nice thing is I can include the responses right in the email so I'll know what they're saying. I could also notify the submitter, and I will have to find the email field in here. So I'm going to have to put in a question in my survey that says email. So let me do that right now. And here it is, email. And I can attach a PDF copy of the form to the email. And I'm going to do that. And what do I want to have in the email subject? And then this would be the body of the email. If I click on add, I can add forms from my field. So I can put in the response URL if I want them to go back and edit it. I can put in the form URL if I want them to take it again. I could put in the date that they completed the form. I'm going to do that response date. And I want it to go here. You completed my form on, and then I'm just going to move this to that location so that when they get the form email, it shows correctly. And then I'm going to create that rule. So now when somebody takes my form, I will get an email so you can see this was the one that was sent to the student. Oh, this one was sent to the student. And it's telling me this is the PDF of the form. These are all the responses I did. You can see the date here and the body of the email. So that's one useful add-on you can add to Google. You have now earned your black belt in Google Forms. Congratulations.